Hi everyone, I am Priyanka Sharma and in today's video I will show you how I transform my skin from this to this. Before I share my skincare routine and what worked for me, I want to share my backstory as to what challenges I have faced, how all this started. So I hope you stick around till the end to better understand my roller coaster of a journey. So I had acne from my teenage, like few jits here and there, and I usually used to get pimple around my periods. So I never cared about it. No treatments, no cream, no sunscreen whatsoever. Because back then there was not that much of awareness around skincare. It was end of 2017 and my face started to look like this. You can clearly see in the images how painfully thin I was, and I was so sad. I don't know what I was doing with my life. I had no goals, no dreams, nothing. At this point, I used to watch a lot of YouTube videos, and one of them was Malvika Sitlani, and I remember she was using this Garnier wrinkle lift cream, which I also got one for myself. But my skin condition was worse and there was no way this cream would have fixed everything for me. Months gone by, I was working in a BPO and I had night shifts, so I didn't have a proper diet, no proper sleeping schedule, and everything was just messed up. You know, in life you don't go into the deep like in one day. It just builds up and you are pulled down slowly and gradually. It was end of 2018. I met one of my friend. At that time, she was also assisting a dermat. And the moment she saw me, she told me that you will have to consult a dermatologist ASAP because these creams now won't fix your skin. Now, I don't have any pictures apart from these because I hated clicking them. It was hard time for me to accept the way I was looking, and at that point I also left my job because I was so depressed. I met the dermat. She asked me to do few blood checkups, and along with that she put me on Isotretinoin. I was happy that I took at least one step towards bringing my life together, but little did I know that it's gonna be more tough from here. Don't get me wrong, Isotretinoin is a great medicine and it has done wonders to my skin, but the side effects almost ruined me because I didn't take those necessary steps which were required. So it was that year when I started working out. I was also paying little bit of attention on my diet and I was on Isotretinoin. I was actually not aware that when you are on Isotretinoin, you have to pay more attention to your diet. Even my dermat didn't told me this. I was working out in a gym for at least 4 times a week and I was eating well, but not that well. Like you have to increase your protein and vegetable intakes in your diet when you are on a Isotretinoin. Along with that, you have to drink more water because when you are on Isotretinoin, your skin will feel very dry. So this was one of the mistake I did when I was on Isotretinoin. After 6 months, I again met my dermat and I told her that I will not be able to continue with this treatment because as I was on Isotretinoin, I couldn't recognize myself. I was always in a rage mode and I almost ruined all my relationships also. I was giving back to everyone left, right and center. I also lost few friendships because of that, and I was not aware everything that was happening to me because of these medicines. Because when we talk about medicines, we always think that medicines do cure us without any side effects. After 6 months, I met my dermat again and I told her whatever was happening with me. And she told me that this medicine might be the reason for your all-time rage mode. And I told her that I don't want to continue with this treatment, but she told me that it's just few more months you have to take this. I was so lost and I really didn't wanted to continue this, so I stopped taking Isotretinoin. Then lockdown happened. I was just starting out with the makeup thing and life told me, hi, let me take you to the darkest place. When the lockdown happened, I was still a beginner in the makeup industry and I was so lost because of the lockdown. I had no clue what to do, how to do it. We all know how lockdown has impacted us in so many ways that we don't even know, because I was just sitting at home doing nothing, watching videos, and it made me more sad because I'm used to working. And that was the period when I was in so much of stress. I was not paying attention to my diet again, and I was not working out religiously. Because of that, my acne made a comeback. There was no way I could visit a dermat during that period, and I asked her if she can take an online consultation, which she agreed to, and she told me that I'll have to go back to Isotretinoin at least for a month now. This time I was prepared because I knew what I have to do to fight those side effects of this tablet. So I corrected my diet. I started working out at home at least 3 times a week, and from then my skin started to show some improvements. After the lockdown was over, I visited my dermat clinic and she recommended me to go on some external treatments. So I went ahead and did some chemical peel treatments for my skin, which improved the overall texture of my skin. Along with that, I also went ahead and did IPL treatments, that is intense pulse light treatment, which helped me control the inflammation and rosacea on my skin. So I'm going to show you what my skincare routine is now. So I start with Cetaphil Gentle Skin Cleanser. By the size of this bottle, you can clearly see I really like this cleanser. It is very gentle on my skin. Then I go ahead and apply this Requil Vitamin C Serum. I have recently started using this, so I'm gonna give it more months to see how this works on my skin. Then I use this Requil Ceramide and Hyaluronic Acid Moisturizer. Again, I have recently started using this. Before that, I was using Derma Repairing Cream, which is expensive, and I'm trying to explore more in skincare and trying to include more affordable products in my skincare routine. Then I go ahead and apply this UV Dox sunscreen. This is a silicone based sunscreen with SPF 50 PA+++. This gives you a matte finish and also works under makeup. Then for my PM skincare routine, on Monday, Wednesday and Friday, I start with Dr. Sheth's Niacinamide first thing after washing my face. Then again I use this Requil Ceramide and Hyaluronic Acid Moisturizer. Then I use this tretinoin cream, which is prescribed by my dermat, and I use this. I just take a pea-size amount and apply it on my face, leaving the under eyes and side of my nose and mouth. And on Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturday, I use this Aziclear Serum, which is again prescribed by my dermat. After using this, I have noticed a massive improvement in my acne scars and pigmentation. But again, this is a very expensive product out of all the skincare products I have. So I have asked my dermat, once I finish this, if she can prescribe me some affordable alternative for this. Then I use this niacinamide serum again from Dr. Sheth's on Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays. Then the last thing I use is this Requil moisturizer. Then once in a week, I also exfoliate my skin, which is usually on Sundays. For that, I use this Dr. Sheth's medium strength peel. On the day when I am using this peel, I will only apply moisturizer and sunscreen, and I'm gonna skip all my actives on that date. I apply this pimple patch in the night and keep it overnight, and in the morning when you remove it, it's gonna take out all the pus from your skin. So this is my skincare routine for now. I have made some changes in terms of vitamin C and moisturizer to what my dermat has prescribed, because I want to explore in skincare and see what works best for me in the affordable range. I have still not overcome my acne, because I do get 1 or 2 cystic acne here and there. Like I do have one cystic acne here on this side of my face and here as well. I know that this is because of stress and not a good lifestyle. I was actually not finding a motivation to live a disciplined life. Hence this video, because from now I will be accountable to you guys to give you an update on how this journey pans out for me. I hope you also find some motivation for yourself by watching this video and you take that one step towards living a better life. Also, I'm gonna tell you hereafter I have made some strict changes in my lifestyle, which includes working out at least 3 times a week, walking 8,000 steps thrice a week, eating clean as much as possible, and no processed sugar. Of course, I will have cheat days because we can't live those pleasures in just one day. To conclude, this video is not about selling any skincare products because no skincare products will work for you unless you make those lifestyle changes. If you keep eating junk food, you can't expect to have clear skin. Get your lifestyle right. I'm rooting for you. We can do this together. Now, if you want to see how makeup looks like under natural light, watch this video here. See you there.